morning, besties. Today I'm in a different corner of my room because, oh my god, and I haven't done my hair. Sorry. I woke up like this. But yeah, I moved my desk, hung up my artwork. This was done by my best friend Grace. So I had this idea for this video last night. It's currently 9:32 a.m. on the 29th of June. Tomorrow is the 30th, the last day of June. And I have read 8 books this month. I want to try and hit my goal of 9 books per month, which I've done almost every month this year so far. So we're going to try and read the rom-commers by Katherine before the month is over. And I thought, what a fun little vlog. It's also kind of going to be like a day in my life type vlog because I do have a couple things to do over the next 2 days. I'm about to go get my nails did. Much needed. They're getting caught in my hair. I am going to my cousin's house tomorrow. My little cousin Hadley is turning 11 tomorrow, so we're going over for lunch and hang out and celebrate with her. So I have a couple things to do, but I'm also going to try and read this. It'll be my first Katherine book. I also have the audiobook on Libro. I got it literally like last year. So it's time to read it. I also love Libro because when I adjust the speed of my audiobook, I have to scroll so far down to get it. But on Spotify or Libby, when I adjust the speed, it doesn't change like the time. But when I do it on here, it says we have 6 hours and 28 minutes left at 1.8. So I usually start at like 1.5, 1.8, and I can usually work myself up to 2.2, and still like comprehend everything. And because I'm following along with the physical copy, it's easier. So I'm super excited. I thought this would be a fun little reading vlog / day in my life. My doing room. Doing yeah. Outfit of the day to go get my nails did. Wearing my Harry Styles Snoopy shirt from Etsy. My Halara pink skirts. My socks are so cute. They are from the brand Have a Nice Day. And then I have my Adidas. What are these? Oh, specials. I love them. Okay, guys, just got my nails did, got some lunch. Now I'm going to go shower, and then we're going to start our book. Check-in time. My initial thoughts. I'm on chapter 7. I'm very intrigued. It's really set up to be a really nice story. I've already started a notes list, and I'm going to read it to you. So this video won't be spoiler free because I am going to talk about, what's going on, how I'm feeling, talk about the characters, quotes, and I'm actually going to read you some of these quotes because I'm only 7 chapters in and I already have a couple quotes. So the first thing I wrote was that the FMC is an eldest daughter. Eldest daughters rise. And here's my first quote. I knew I was going to love this book when I read this. You had to maximize joy when it fluttered into your life. You had to honor it and savor it and not stomp it to death by reminding everyone of everything you'd lost. It a little too close to home. Little too close to home. And here's another quote. I felt a growing and peaceful sensation that the crisis had passed, that I no longer had to make any hard decisions, and life would continue on as predictable and normal and vaguely unsatisfying as ever. I just wanted to be happy, simply, uncomplicatedly happy. For like one evening. Was that too much to ask? Apparently so. Timing really was everything, I guess. And then I also love the sister dynamic. Her and her little sister are really close. She's super close with her dad. Her dad's like her best friend, and he's like the best guy ever, and that is so relatable. If you know me at all, my dad is amazing. And then my last quote I have is, I'm telling you, you'll never meet another writer who knows more about rom-coms. She's obsessed, and she's got nothing else in her life. No relationship, no kids, nothing at all. This is all she does. Imaginary love is the only thing she's got. Ouch. Another one that hit a little too close to home. But anyway, I moved over to my desk because I told you guys tomorrow's the last day of June. I usually, on the last day of the month, do my coloring calendar. But since I'm going to be gone tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and do it today. So I'm going to switch over to audio only. And let's get some coloring in. Update. And I read 7 more chapters. Listen to 7 more chapters. I'm really, really enjoying this. Yay. Okay, let's go back to bed and keep reading. Hey guys, I listened to the audiobook. I got to 60%. I'm gonna read the other 40% tomorrow. I only have like 2 hours left. And I made these little cards for my cousins. They are Hadley's turning 11 tomorrow, and Avery's July 15th. So I'm giving them both their cards tomorrow because I'm going to see them. And I'm super excited. I watercolored these and I wrote it all myself, and I think it turned out pretty good. So, yeah. Successful listening session. And then my updates for how I'm feeling about the book. I'm just gonna talk to you while I put this away. I realized I don't have my microphone, so I hope it's good audio. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the book. I'm entertained, definitely, and there's some like very cute moments. But also, she like overheard him talking behind her back to his ex-wife. Spoiler alert, who left him the day he found out he had cancer. And his ex-wife like saw them in his kitchen together, and he was like, she's nobody, she's nothing, she's just a writer. Who's he talking about? And then she kind of like immediately blew it off, but I don't know, like, I get that he is like closed off and nonchalant and he like acts like he doesn't care. I get that. But I don't know. He better have some good reasoning for that because I'm not convinced. That was a red flag. Sorry. But otherwise, it's really fun. I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed making these. And now I'm going to catch up on my TikToks because I haven't really been doom scrolling today, guys. That's a lie. A straight up lie. I feel like I haven't been on my phone as much because I have been reading watercoloring. I colored earlier my calendar, so like I try to balance it. I try to balance it out, you know? And I need some squirrel time. Okay. Done rambling. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, June 30th, the last day of June. So I need to get this book finished and rate it so I can include it in my wrap up for June, my monthly wrap up. I am going to listen and follow along with the physical copy while I have my morning coffee and a homemade blueberry muffin that my sister-in-law Perla made. Love her. They're so delicious, guys. Okay, let's get into it. Hi friends, it was an eventful day. It's already 5 o'clock. We had so much fun hanging out with my cousins. I went to the library beforehand to see if they had Our Perfect Storm, which I'd already read, but going to make a buddy post with my bestie Jenny, and I wanted to have a physical copy, but I didn't have it at the library. So it's okay, I'm just going to take the photos on my Kindle because that's where I read it. But I did get the current book I'm reading because the current book I'm reading is due back to the library in 6 days, and I don't know if I'm going to finish it in time, so thought I would check out the physical copy just in case. It's really cute too. Might include it in a photo on my Bookstagram. And then my mom got my sister and I a dumpling. It's so cute. Doesn't smell terrible either, which is good. I'm so excited though, my first dumpling. Probably my only one. I don't need a bunch. The last thing I need is another freaking collection. But very happy I got a little pink one. And then I came home to a letter in the mail from my bestie Ebony. It's been a while, so I'm going to open my letter, maybe respond to a friend or two via pen pal and listen to the audio. Or I may just open this letter and then lay down and finish the book because I'm going to be transparent. I am tired and I want to put on my PJs, even though I'm in literally a comfy oversized t-shirt and shorts. I just need to put on my PJs and crawl in bed, I think. Been blossoming alone over you. Can I hear my heart breaking tonight? I hear my heart breaking tonight. Ooh, do you hear it so? Oh, good Lord. I've gone through the entire, I can't with my hair, but it's fine. I've gone through the entire spectrum of emotions from confusion to anger to disgust to shock to scared to sad to I don't know how to feel. Here we go. did it, guys. 8:30 p.m., June 30th. I have finished my 9th book of the month. We did it. We did this fun little video, this little challenge, if you will, together. And now I'm going to spill all my thoughts. I really enjoyed it. Was it my favorite book? No. Ebony, don't hate me if you're watching this, because I did really enjoy it. And I really loved Emma, our female main character. My qualms were with Charlie. I do understand where he was coming from and why he did, and why he acted the way he did, but I don't know, it wasn't justified in my opinion. And I can understand being like, actually maybe it bugged me too. I'm literally coming to this realization as I'm saying it, but I think he was so avoidant, and it literally irked my soul because I am also avoidant. But at the same time, he was an asshole, like a lot of the time. Yes, he had some, redeemable qualities, and I really loved the ending, but I don't know, some of the shit he said, it was a red flag for me. And I don't care if he was doing it to push her away in a, attempt to protect herself so she could be free of him. Like, that's her choice to make, buddy. Yeah. But there were so many good quotes. The story overall, the friendship between them two, and what it became afterwards. And also just like the side plot of her and her family. Also, just the growth she had mentally throughout this book. It was very vulnerable and very real and beautifully written. So I gave this book a solid 4 stars. Loved it. Would recommend to people. And I'm going to read you some more quotes that I loved. And yeah, I fell in love all the time. Just nobody fell in love with me back. It kind of was all I had in the romance department. But that wasn't a weakness. That was a strength. Girl. Me! I had a theory that we gravitate toward the stories we need in life. Whatever we're longing for, adventure, excitement, emotion, connection, we turn to stories that help us find it. Whatever questions we're struggling with, sometimes questions so deep we don't even really know that we're asking them. We look for answers in stories. Love stories had lifted me up, delighted me, and educated me. I knew a lot about love. A lot more, I bet, than all of the people who took it for granted. And then when she's like talking about her past and like the day everything in her life changes, she said, I remember myself too. That stranger I used to be. More than anything. Sorry. More than anything, I remember that feeling I kept carrying like a sunrise in my body. That my life was really, genuinely, at last, about to begin. There were a few moments where her story, though it was not, comparable in any means, but I think that's the beauty of fiction, is you can find a way to relate your personal stories to them, and I've kind of, I have that exact moment and feeling too. So, because I went off to college and I was so ready for my life to begin, and I got a life-altering diagnosis that, turned my world upside down. But at the same time, I resonated deeply with her father, who was in an accident, and, he became better for it. And he says, a quote, "Whatever story you tell yourself about your life, that's the one that'll be true." There were just so many good quotes. It really was such an amazing book. There is absolutely no way to predict the infinite random forces in the world any of our choices will expose us to. How paralyzing would it be to even try? Was that what I had been doing? Trying desperately to predict the unpredictable and avoid the unavoidable? Is that why I've been so willing, or if I'm really honest, relieved to stay home all this time? Had I decided in some place deep below my consciousness that the best way to avoid disaster was just to never do anything? And then her dad says, you can't live like that. Wow. And she kind of had that realization, and then Charlie had this realization, and now I can't even remember why I'm up on the stage or what I was talking about. Was it about how we should tell ourselves better stories about who we are? About how we shouldn't rob ourselves of hope and possibility? About how light matters just as much as darkness, maybe more? It really came together at the end so beautifully. It was beautifully written. Last thing I'm going to talk about is the author's note, because usually I don't read the author's note, but wow. Katherine Center, this will not be my last book by her. This was such an amazing author's note. Is this. The stories we need call to us from deep places in our psyches, and we find them with our hearts more than our heads. Your inner compass will guide you to the particular stories you need to hear. What I want to say is just this. If you've been shamed away from reading love stories, hello friend, come over to the fun side. This ridicule, it's wrong. In that way the world has of being so very wrong about so many things. Come hang out with me on my hill of love stories. I said it was the hill I was going to die on, like some great battle was destined to rage there. But you know what? Let's not do that. Let's give ourselves a happy ending instead. Let's spread out a picnic blanket and eat cupcakes and drink something fizzy. Let's let the sun warm our skin and the wind ruffle our hair. Let's immerse ourselves in hope and joy and goodness and just read and read and read. 5-star author's note. That wasn't even all of it, and if you ever read an author's note, read this one, because wow, it was amazing. I'm very happy I read this book. If you're still here, thanks for, hanging out with me. I will probably post this video after I post my monthly wrap-up. So you will see me talk a little bit about this book and give you my rating, but this way, this video, this vlog, you were able to come along for the experience and the actual act of reading it. And I had fun. I hope you did too. Let me know in the comments if you read this book, if you loved it, if you are going to read it now after watching this video, even though I probably spoiled all the good parts. Nah, it's still really good. I didn't spoil too much. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye. There's my little dumpling. Bye.